am so disappointed in Serum 2 for a number of reasons, which I will get into. I'm going to start with what Steve Duda was thinking, giving us a Spectral, a multi-sample, a sampler, granular, all types of different weapons for us to use, knowing damn well we're going to use them all, and we're going to be in a paralysis of how to make dubstep basses because there's so many different ways we can do this. The audacity to take all other synths and make them pretty much obsolete, because he gives us so much variety where we can just stick stuff in sampler and now we can create our own basses out of that. We can do spectral warping, which I'll show you guys in this video, and we can just do so many more things, giving us 3 oscillators, giving us access to splitting lows and highs so we can actually parallel process stuff and not just blow out our sub and then have to use a different sub afterwards, giving us distortion that stacks on top of it, overdrive, and updating all the UI so we can actually see exactly what a filter or a bus is doing. On top of that, expanding the macros to 8 from 4, like we need 4 more macros, and allowing us to make our noise stereo. It's crazy. So obviously you can tell this is satire. Serum 2 is fire, guys. And I just want to show you guys a few different racks I made. I made this stuff pretty quick, but let's go over Serum 2. This isn't going to be a deep dive at all. You guys can watch everyone else's tutorial on that. You guys are here for how to make dubstep basses with Serum 2. So we're going to start with this first patch, which, I don't know, sounds really cool. It sounds like dogs barking low-key, and I like it. Now, the cool thing about this, or this patch, which all these patches will be included on my Patreon. You can grab them on my Patreon. By the time this video goes live, they'll be there, so feel free to join. And grab those if you want these. And that's not going to be a complete dive. You guys, once again, you can go grab the preset if you really want to deep dive it. But the cool thing about Spectral is a couple things I really like. One being scan, another being gate, and another being plus minus detune. The reason why, the scan is how fast it's going to go through something. So for example, we're playing this and you'll see it's scanning through. Now I can make it faster if I wanted to. Cool thing about Serum 2, Control Z, undoes it. I can make it go reverse. And back to forward. So we can do a lot of cool stuff there. Cool thing I like about the gate is if you take a noisy bass, for example, this is Whey Gun 4. So if I type Whey Gun 4, that's the original sample that's in here right now. Now the gate serves a function of, obviously, just like a gate, taking out threshold. So for example, you can see how much, when it gets darker, that's how much sound's not playing. So I'm gating out a lot versus if I were to take this down, where I'm getting more of a crisp cutoff when I want. I'm just using LFOs that I just experimented with. Feel free. Obviously speed it up. And then detune as well, it's going to spread, so it's either going to make something louder or quieter. And I do this with this. Which in this instance doesn't really do it, but if we go forth, you can hear it. Or if I just play with this. And you'll see it spreading here. If I pull it up, it spreads out. You can get really cool tones out of this. And say you just like the LFO, but more stuff I like about this. Unison I really like. I like forward loop. You can play with different things and how far this goes. You can also play with your starting point. Sounds really cool, right? Once again, Control Z. We can get back to where we want. That Spectral in itself is phenomenal for that. So that is one thing I would say about Spectral. Obviously, the sine wave, I should have started with this. This is just a sub, acting as a sub. So let's go to our effects. One thing I really like is how many effects we can add. We can add a limited amount of distortions. We can add a limited amount of really anything. The only thing I wish you could do more is add more low-high splitters for after your post-processing coming back together, and then you could shape EQ separately is what I would like personally, but I can just do that in Ableton. It's not a big deal. So low-high splitter, I have this just making sure I have no bleed through, and then highs, I actually have a lot of different stuff. I have EQ, shaping the sound I want, which is really cool because you can add other stuff like EQ to this. And then coming back together, being compressed. And at the end, I'm getting rid of mud and controlling or adding high end in this patches example. Spectral's really cool. Another thing I like about it is I took one of Nasco's bass and I, very similar situation. So this is bass loop 6, that's what it is. And it's really cool because if you do short stutters, that's an octave up, and then we have, and then if we did like a traditional, and if we add to it, just expand it so it goes through the envelope. Again, you can, if you want these patches, you can just grab them in Patreon. But yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. I'm using different LFOs, but I'm just using Spectral. And the last cool thing I want to show, which is as simple as it gets, is, there we go. I just took one of my sustains called Iconic. It's one I'm using in a track coming out next month. Pitched it up, looped it, because you can sample mode now. So now you can actually use like the sampler that you would do in Faceplant, but now you're doing it in Ableton, which I'll do a whole nother video on that soon, but pretty much just add a little post-processing, and I've got a sustain. And all together with just 3 things, mind you, mix, not really care that much. I have a basic drum loop here. You could just get really cool stuff like this. Once again, not doing anything crazy with the flow. You can do other stuff. This is actually a whole nother project file. I just wanted to experiment with this in. But you can also make really crazy, just like filler basses. And that's starting as, I think, just a bass hit. I don't know if I saved it. No, 68 audio. Good luck finding that. Let's see if we can do that. Recorded 68. That's what it started out as. And this. And that's really not doing much. Once again, I'm just practicing with Spectral and having fun. And creating, once again, using gate, detune. That's kind of what I've fallen on for this style of like Brostep. Smear's really good too, but I think that's more good with like tonal hits, in my opinion. Serum 2 is amazing. I'm going to be making a lot of tutorials. If you guys have any suggestions for them, please drop them down below. I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Peace.